What a crowd, and not quite as big a crowd as we had before. Now is it?
They'll come back.
They'll come back. All right, yeah. So I think everything's working now. StreamYard. Oh, my background changed. Oh well, we'll go with it. We're gonna rock and roll with it. All right, well, welcome, Past Master Dan. It's great to have you back here. I am late.
Yeah?
Or wow. Uh-oh. Well, I mean, yeah. Your Father's Day is coming, and that usually follows that announcement.
Yeah. Creators Outlet is here. Hail, Creators Outlet. Great to have you. And guess what? We've got Rich back.
Yay!
Rich is here.
Who cares?
Probably lost
bacon.
due to his having to do something else anyway.
Bacon.
And Johnny Cage said, well, it worked. It did work. So here's what I'm going to need everybody to do. I need you to grab this new link, this new YouTube link, which I'll give you in just a second. And we need to share this thing out so everybody knows where to find us. So they can come hang out and have a good time with us. Because, because of stuff.
Bacon is best with friends.
It is. We like to share our breakfast. And Thursdays are fun. Thursdays are a lot of fun.
They are. I think they are.
Yeah,
I do too.
We make it.
Yeah. They're really fun. But not as good as Friday.
Gotta
You don't
get
rock
down.
on Friday.
Right.
And again, I go
Okay.
into the
Let's not get copyright struck.
10 seconds is about that's about all we can get before they start slapping us with that copyright.
You mean to tell me that my horrifyingly bad vocals would actually be like a copyright thing?
Yes,
Really?
because the lyrics are copyrighted too.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god! So
YouTube
if
and
anyone
their
decides to
bots are
say something like that
ridiculous.
arbitrarily, is that really a thing?
Oh yes.
Like if
YouTube does
I
not
said
play
I
when
want
it
to
comes
get
to
down on
music.
such and such, then it's like that's odd. That is so odd.
Well,
Damn,
Yeah, it's sad.
Big Brother is watching.
Big Brother. You know what? I think they're upset too because we
Why?
broke the internet. I think that's what happened today. We all broke the internet.
well, look,
know why?
that was the most people we've had on Nerd Bacon, right?
Yeah.
7 and
No.
1.
Well, I don't think it's that.
No,
We
But
broke
that's
the
a
internet.
lot of awesome, though.
We broke the
it
internet
was.
because Johnny won.
Johnny won.
Well, yeah, Johnny
Johnny
can break the
Cage.
internet. Everyone knows this. Johnny Cage is my favorite vampire. I'll say it, And yeah, if we exist on the internet at Johnny Cage's, pleasure.
Ace. We do have Ace. Ace, how's your audio sounding this time?
I don't know. You told me.
Much better. Oh, very
yeah.
good.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's way better.
So we've got Nicholas Greer here today.
Hey.
Hail, Nicholas. Nice to see you today. Yeah.
Hello,
All right.
Nick.
So people are starting to pile in. So let's for those that this might be their first attempt at seeing Nerd Bacon in the replay, because that other one, we're sending that one away. That one's going into the graveyard. So Nick, tell me about your week. How's your week going?
Okay, my week actually obviously does not involve me. I'm a chunky monkey. It's what I am inconvenienced by a certain triathlon. I am not participating unless they're intending to roll me through it. But
Well, geesh. Yeah, you're pretty upset about that.
I thought about it, but I'm trying to.
Your actions have consequences. When you oppress people, they rise up in a fiery anger.
But
They
we're
do.
moving past that because I had an incredible day yesterday. I did a program where I knocked out 26.
Your actions have.
My bad.
Okay, 26 portraits for kids who were signing to support a summer reading in like 4 hours. So basically, I spent 4 hours just pencil smoking,
That's
just
awesome.
making kids happy, and it doesn't get much better than that.
For sure.
And then I got a paycheck out of it, so that's like
That's
next
even
level,
better. I'd say, the best part about doing art for a living is when those rare times when you are able to make a living doing it.
Yeah. Well,
oh yeah.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, we love to draw pictures. Mike Jimmy. How was your week?
Well, I mean, it's my week off. On Monday, what did I do on Monday? Not much. Yeah, on Monday I was just relaxing and starting storyboards. And then Tuesday, I took my mom to an amusement park here in the Netherlands that is focused on European fairy tales, but in the European style more than Disney style, which is just one of my favorite favorite places in the world. And she was just smiling ear to ear all day long because it's her birthday tomorrow. And that was my birthday present to her. She was just
happy birthday
on cloud 9. And I had my Hung on Animation stream yesterday. Had a lot of fun, getting on storyboards again. And then today, I did some pencils and more storyboards because that's gonna keep me busy for a while.
Yeah, I bet. Yeah, the animation that's gonna take forever.
Oh yeah.
The richness, man. How was your week?
Interesting. Yeah, I had a rather weird, interesting interaction with a couple of my coworkers and my boss, who I honestly do think that there are some people here in the UK who have that thing where it's like a lot of Americans are just arrogant bastards or something, and it was just weird the way everyone a few people where I worked with interacted with me, and thankfully it was only like a couple of like the other serfs or something like that. It wasn't like the office manager or the person that I work with where I do the printing and stuff like that. It was just odd. I mean, I just find it weird about how some people act and how people interact with others, and the way that they do. I'm just like, I just stand there puzzled sometimes. I'm like, well, that's interesting.
Sometimes it's great to work by yourself, isn't it?
Yeah.
I used to do that quite a bit, and I decided, I decided to get a full-time job. Excuse me. Excuse me. I'm sorry about that. I decided to get a full-time job because being that I'm married here in the UK, I got a spouse visa. And when I got the spouse visa, it only lasted about 2.5 years. Now, I'm happy I got the spouse visa to stay in the UK, but I couldn't have got it at a worse time, with COVID and all that stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So I couldn't work for the first almost 2 years of my 2 year and 9 month visa. So now I have to take care of a little bit more business, and I have to save up for a visa that's going to cost me over £3,000 just to send out, and it has to be sent out by September. I mean, I'll have the money for it. It's not that. It's just that's the reason why I took the job.
Yeah.
And I think for me, it's like, I don't need any of this silly drama or like the way people lately have been interacting with others. It's like, I'm like, all right, I don't really care anymore at this point. If you're going to act like this, go right ahead, but don't involve me with it. And
well, I have not been in the secular workforce for more than 10 years. So for more than a decade, I've been in vocational ministry. And that's probably going to change this year, unless...
How come?
We won't be doing. It looks like I'll be leaving vocational ministry and doing things a little differently at some point this year or next. So I'll be doing hopefully this art thing, drawing pictures.
I hope you are too.
Like a little chimp. Yeah, like a little chimp. Like, I draw pictures, you give me money. So that's a plan there. Worst case scenario is.
Plan. Don't say it in that.
Worst case scenario.
That's all.
Worst case scenario, I move to Orlando and sell my soul to the mouse. And
I mean,
wow, the levels of a pastor dropping that line just. Oh
yeah.
oh.
Wow.
I have a really dark, sarcastic sense of humor.
Yes, you do.
And
we do.
before my voice was like this, people would get that I was joking, but now they don't because of my slower cadence and my lower tone.
Yes.
They think I'm serious all the time.
It'd be like somebody's taken that idiot show Friends, and they took away the laugh track.
Yeah,
They cut out the laugh track, and you realize
That's
what
me.
psychopaths that whole group sound
Yeah.
like.
That's me.
and-
Yeah, pretty much.
Mm.
Psychopath. Yes. No, but I do intend to continue doing ministry just in a less conventional way. I've always wanted to kind of be off of the church's dime, and be able to provide for myself and do ministry, kind of how Paul says it, like, hey, we didn't ask anything from you. We took care of ourselves while we were there. So that's kind of my goal, and that's my, kind of where I'm going with that. But yeah. So we've got two guests with us today, two awesome guests. Very excited to have them today. We've got Edwin Acevedo, Edwin the Ace, whatever you might know him by on social media. Edwin, how you doing today?
I'm doing good. Had to switch over to my phone, so hopefully, sound a lot better now.
You do. You actually, it sounds nice and clear. It's not choppy, and it turns out that StreamYard's working well for us now, so I don't have to go all A-team and figure out a new way to stream next week. Because I was going to. We were going to fix this thing. We were going to leave. I was going to leave StreamYard in the dust. But you know what? Second chances are a beautiful thing, aren't they?
Yeah.
The second episode is one.
So Edwin, how's your week been?
It's been good. Working the 9 to 5 while promoting my time after work. So it's been a grind, but it's been working so far.
So where in the world do you hail from, if you don't mind us asking?
I hail from Massachusetts.
Massachusetts. Man, that's a crazy exotic land over there. Massachusetts.
Yes, definitely interesting.
Yeah. Yeah. So
It's a
thanks
faraway
for coming on
land,
today.
Massachusetts.
We'll look forward to talking about your project here in a little bit. Before that, we're just going to hang out a little bit and let everybody get to know you and our other guest, and we'll have a little fun talking and chatting and goofing off and being silly. Sound like a plan?
That sounds good.
All right. Our other guest is Joe Spice from Starcross Comics. Joe is near and dear to my heart. He's a good friend of mine. I was getting ready to give up. I don't know if you guys know this or not. Nick, Mike, Richness, Edwin.
No, I never knew that. I never knew you were going to give up.
I was going to give up. I really was.
Why?
I had started a little company called Tenacious Comics, and I was running this thing, and I had started 2 books. I was doing this rom-com called Worst Day Ever that I thought was going to be the next big thing. Turns out it wasn't. And then I started this other thing because we needed an action book called Hybrids. And so I was doing these 2 books for this company, and then things kind of got pretty heavy at the church, and I had to focus on that. And so I handed over the day-to-day business to this guy who wound up stealing money from one of the Kickstarters, and causing some trouble. And I was like, you know what, forget it. I don't even want to mess with this. So we closed the company. I found a place for everybody to go to, and I was kind of done. I was like, yeah, I'm done with the comics thing. It didn't work out. We're not going to do it. But Joe gets a hold of me. He says, hey, that big blue Nephilim guy thing that you got, what are you doing with that? And I was like, nothing, doing nothing. And he's like, I'd like to publish it. So honestly, I'm excited to have Joe here today, because I would not still be making comics were it not for Joe Spicer. So Joe, thanks for coming on today. I appreciate having you here.
You're welcome.
Yeah. So, how's your week going?
Oh, it's all right. We just did a cookout yesterday, last night, at a friend's house, and my 4-year-old got to play around with some other kids. But I had to wake up early today, so we couldn't stay too late. And then yesterday afternoon, I'm trying to fix my riding lawnmower, and I have a huge yard, and without a riding lawnmower, I'm using the push lawnmower.
Oh my gosh.
And it just takes forever.
Oh yeah.
So like right now, it's looking long again, and it just takes. I have a battery-powered push lawnmower, so it just runs out of battery a third of the way through.
Yeah.
Through the lawn.
My god.
So
Oh, God.
then the guy came and he's like, "Oh, I'm gonna have to research this. I'm gonna have to figure out what your problem is." I got a short. There's a short in one of the wires, and he's got to figure it out. I'm like, "Oh, okay." So he said, "Yeah. So I'll let you know. I'll come back," and so now I'm just kind of stuck.
Jeez. So
Yeah.
one time I tried to mow 7 acres with a push mower
Ah.
Oh boy.
in the middle of August
Oh boy.
in
like
Florida. I'd have liked to died.
Yeah.
You know, Luke, you are one of the most creative people I've ever met. But I think you need somebody like me in your life to go, like the Jiminy Cricket, not for morality, but common sense. Not like, Luke, buddy, quit giving people your money. Money flows to the creator, not away from it. And no, please don't die. Like,
Now that is a reminder I need often. Please don't die.
Yeah, no,
Because y'all know by now. I keep trying.
Please stop. It stresses me to no end. You know,
Some people might say I can't do anything right, not even die.
I first met him online a couple of years ago, and since I should just not quite that bad, but
Come on. All right, well, let's go to the chat and see who all is in here, see what they're talking about this morning. Let us know how your week's going, chat. So first off, we got Past Master Dan. He made it in today.
Yay!
Yeah, we've got Creators Outlet is here. Great to have you here.
Yay!
Today.
He's here as well.
Yes, yay.
Yes,
Johnny Cage.
yes.
I'll
Johnny
tell you what,
Cage.
it's not a chat without Johnny
for letting
Cage.
the internet work. We appreciate it.
Yes. LOL, Rich,
What?
totally not.
I love Rich. Totally not gay. Oh well, I'm totally gay for you.
Yeah.
Now, pass me.
We got
Right in
Bon-
time for Pride Month.
You're right.
Actually, no. We're in Pride Month, so you know,
We're
and
in
it's like,
Pride, but yeah.
It's
yes,
fine. We're in
I
Pride.
know,
Oh my
I
gosh,
know. It's
we
it's
might-
like I'm sorry. I have already wanted to give myself to Nick. He is my dreamboat.
Hey, you
Nick
know
is my
what? You're not
dreamboat.
the first one who's
That's what she said.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Oh,
Yeah, well, who else is trying to back up on you, there, boy?
I have actually.
Who else is macking up on you? No, you best tell me.
Well,
I am the one who knocks.
It was Heisenberg. Heisenberg was trying to get up with
Oh, I'm
Nick.
sorry about the language. Sorry, that mother effer. I hate Walter White. That poopy face.
Oh man, I love Walter White. We've got
I don't like him at
Bonds
all. He is.
Archbogle.
He's
you
trying to
might
take my
land
man.
up with
He's
your head
I'm so
on a
bad.
tortoise, you know?
trying to take my man.
Look,
We got
I
Bonds
gotta
Art here
have
today.
love for
Good day,
everybody.
good day.
You know what I mean? I don't judge. I'm terminally married. I'm not going to get out of it alive. So,
Oh yeah.
I
Really?
really.
Is that a
Watch out, watch out.
Heisenberg-inspired hat? Is that where the hat comes from?
Oh yes.
Yeah.
that-
Yes, it is. Well, you know, here's the deal. So, Walter White got the notice that he was dying, right?
Mm-hmm.
So he decides to do something he would have never done and uses his skills to start cooking meth, right? And he breaks bad. Well, I almost died. And then I can only play that card for just a few more months, by the way. My wife said I've got 1 year. So August 30th is the last day that I can pull the I almost died card. So I almost died.
But then you can give the anniversary date every year, so you can revisit it every year.
There you go. And I'm going to drop that on her. Thanks for that one. I'm going to
Yeah.
my anniversary card. So I almost died. But so I wake up and I decide, you know, I need to use my skills for fan art. So I'm Breaking Bad in a sense. Instead of Heisenberg, they called me Eisnerberg.
Eisnerberg.
That's so bad, I know.
I love you say that just minutes after I'm thinking of selling my soul to Disney.
Right?
They get it this rate. Come on, bro.
Come on. Oh, poor Nick. He's like having heart palpitations because of me today.
You know that whole please don't die? You know?
Yeah. Oh, wait, we're not even... Give me a couple more minutes and I'll give you some real heart palpitations. You just wait. We got Radio Retro Future in the house today. Good day, Radio Retro Future. We're going to have them on the show in a week or two.
Wait, good to have you, man.
Yeah, we're going to be having them in a couple of weeks there. We got Pedro Ang. Pedro Ang, hail the bacon. Hail Pedro Ang. Pedro Ang's one of my favorite creators and animators. No offense, Mike Jimmy.
No. None taken. He's got experience. I don't.
Yep. We've got Genuine Comics back in the house. Dave Brink, another amazing creator with an amazing IP in the house. Much better. Glad that it's working much better. So sometimes you just need to stop, take a breath, and just start over.
And this weekend, Dave and I are going to be neighbors at the Strip Days in Harlem.
The Strip Date?
What,
does that mean something different where you're from?
You have comic strips, and we took the strip part as a strip story. Instead of comic, we say strip story. Strip verhaal.
Okay.
So.
Oh, okay. Because here, if it's a strip date, that's something else.
Oh, yeah.
It's something Netflix would make an entire series around.
Yeah, around a bunch of 12-year-olds who do that too. That's yummy.
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
Too far.
No. When I say that, I really hope that they arrest the director on child exploitation.
Yes,
I didn't
absolutely.
see it. I would never ever see anything like that because, like, within the first 2 minutes, I would feel like I need to shower for a year. Yeah. From what I've heard,
you're doing a good thing. Trust me. No, you're not doing a good thing.
No, you're not. Is that one of the lines
in order
of the
to
movie?
Understand it.
Get the frig out of here. No, that's exploitation of children.
Yeah, exactly,
I don't care what anybody says. It's disgusting.
Our world is broken.
God, man, I'm as gross and as perverted as the next person, or probably much, much worse. But for goodness sake, children?
Right.
Ew. Come on, man. I'm a soldier, not a monster. God. Ugh.
Dave says Joe Spicer has a face? He does have a face.
Wait, where is it?
It's right here.
Where's his face? Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
What a handsome man he is.
Yeah, what a handsome man.
I thought he was
wearing a shirt and tie.
It looked like an Astros hat, like he's from Houston or something. Are you a fan of the Astros?
No, this is the Starcross logo.
Oh, okay, Starcross. Okay, all right, because that almost looks like an H there. You're really perilously close to like copyright infringement of Major League Baseball.
But not.
Be careful, man.
I'm going to sue them for copyright infringement.
You should, because Houston stinks as a baseball team.
There you go.
Cheaters.
Yeah. Oh.
So, Joe, I have to ask this because I've been looking in your background.
The
swords, for show, or do you do anything with them? Like,
those?
Yeah.
No, so every time I would go to a convention, and I'd walk by, the sword tables.
Yeah.
We're at Comic Cons, and I'd always go, okay, I'm gonna get this one, and it was kind of like a celebration of making money at cons, and I just got into this where. If I'd see, I started collecting like different anime inspired swords. I also have I have Starstruck sword. I don't know if you can see it in the background. It's massive. Yeah. It stretches my whole shelf.
Nice.
But
one more time, let me see that again.
Oh yeah, let's see. I don't know if you can see. You
Big
can
massive
see the handle.
Sword up there, yeah.
Yeah, it goes all the way across. It's huge.
That's what she
said. I like
said.
weapons in general. I like weapons in general.
I've heard that many times.
Armaments and
that's right in my bailiwick. I'm all
you're going to the right dude.
Bailiwick. There's that word again.
It's one of my
bailiwick.
favorite words.
Oh my God! Is Nick a size queen? I wonder.
My wife is.
Well, I actually had that sword made.
Oh wow! I'm gonna shut up. I'll shut up. I'll shut up. I'll shut up. I will shut up now.
I had the sword made for my wedding. I actually got all my groomsmen
That's what she
swords.
said.
I actually got all my groomsmen swords
Oh, that's
with
cool.
their names
That
on
is
them.
awesome.
Oh,
And
nice.
then I had that one made for
Wow.
Best wedding
Dude.
gift ever.
Mhm.
Yes,
Yeah.
man,
Like,
you are
pictures.
my new deity I must pray to. You got swords at your wedding. That is
We
just
had a comic
super dope, man.
inspired wedding, but it was like 50% comic and 50% whatever my wife wanted with it. But
Nicely
yeah.
done.
it was actually
Nicely
written up
done.
in Wisconsin Bridal or Wisconsin Bride magazine. So we had boutonnieres made out of comic book pages. We had like Superman, Batman, Punisher, Iron Man underneath our shirts
Oh,
that we
is
did.
cool.
Yeah.
That is pretty cool.
Yeah, I might have some of those on my Facebook site still.
Past Master Dan says Edwin definitely has a Massachusetts accent.
Yes.
There.
Yeah, Massachusetts. Nefarious is here. Hail Nerd Bacon. Why you got to stream so early? Well, because funny story about that. We actually started this time slot to go directly against another network's time slot for grins and giggles. And then that network stopped doing their Thursday 9 a.m. show. So, but we're stuck now. We're here. This is our life. This is what we do. This is who we are.
I'm sorry.
And to be quite honest, CG does not have a lot of morning shows, so we are the CG morning show alternative for those that are in other parts of the world. It's easier for them to make it to this show.
I love
there
this
it is.
show.
I was just on John De La Rosa's show last
Yeah.
night, but it kept going late. I'm like, I gotta go to bed. I gotta wake up early. Then
Yeah.
as soon as I left, then Ethan shows up.
I
was like,
There you go.
yeah, those happen.
Well, there you go. Yeah.
Well, that's what makes this show so great. It's so international, and
Yeah.
really.
And we'll talk about all the stuff you're doing, Joe, because I know at some point you're gonna have to pop out because you have to go
Yeah, I
back to
gotta
work,
pop out.
right?
I'm going back to work.
Yeah. All right. Well, Joe, it was nice having you while we
Yes.
could.
Thank you,
Fine.
Luke. It's great
See you
seeing
later, man.
Please
I'll
come
talk to you
by.
later.
Pleasure meeting you,
I
sir.
will. Yeah. Anytime when I have the time, I'm gonna hit you up.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
You guys take care.
Yeah.
Take it easy,
Yeah,
Joe.
we'll bring up Joe's stuff and talk about what they're doing at Starcross a little bit this morning
Thank you guys.
as well. Have a good
See you
one,
later, man.
Joe. Have fun at
Bye
work.
bye. And we'll get on that
Bye.
crossover, Luke.
Yep. We got a crossover coming out eventually.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay,
It'll be fun.
You heard it here, folks.
You heard it here first. Hail Pedro and Dave. All right, who else we got going on now?
Nefaria.
Mowing lawn stories, our old man stories. True, Pedro.
I mowed the lawn plenty of times in my day when I was a kid.
I mowed the lawn. You know what other this is old man stories?
There was grass
it's-
on the field. I played.
Oh god. I'm trying to be. You're fun, Rich. You're fun.
I try to be.
I enjoy it because
I'm not using bad language either, so there you
Lord,
go.
I apologize, yeah.
no.
I'm
That,
sharp-
that,
This is
sharpening
Frog
my
G.
innuendo
we got Frog
skills.
G. We got Frog G in the house.
oh
No,
Hey,
hell,
what's
Frog,
up,
dude.
man?
yes.
Hey,
I
Nick,
had a
what's
comment,
up? How you
don't-
doing, Nicholas Gurr?
Gear.
Wait, it's Gear. I hate to say Gear.
Gear? Is it Gear? Nick, please give us the phonetic pronunciation of your name so we stop messing it up.
Talkert.
Yeah.
Oh.
Tickle the algorithm. Oh, yes.
Frog G
Smash
says
the
tickle
like,
the algorithm,
tingle the
smash
bell
the like.
button. Yes! Yes, I
And
want to
subscribe.
be
Yeah,
tickled
absolutely.
and dingled.
I
Tingled
do want
my...
to remind everybody that we, if you're watching, you might be seeing comments from a few different places that you're not seeing inside of your own chat window. It's because we're simulcasting right now to 4 different Facebook locations, 2 different YouTubes, and 1 Twitter account. So if you're watching on YouTube today, and you're watching on the Raging 2 network, I encourage you to go over to the Luke Stone Studios network and go ahead and like and subscribe over there. And if you're watching on the Luke Stone Studios network, I ask you to go on over to the Raging 2 network and hit that like and subscribe as well, so you get all of that great content from all of those other people. It's a lot of great stuff coming out there every week. But
we are the family friendly-ish, work safe-ish.
Yes,
standout on Raging 2. So y'all
Yes.
been
Oh yeah,
you know,
we are the safest show on Raging 2.
yes we are.
Yeah. Proceed at
We
your
are
own
safe. We are.
peril.
We are a safe space.
Yeah, we're not like
We're
that.
We're not.
We're about to bust that safe space wide open.
oh God,
Oh my God, we're gonna go deep inside
Wow.
and bust inside of that safe space, deep inside.
No, come on. now.
Tickle it,
That's just-
tickle its algorithms.
you're just trying too hard now.
Let me try to box.
Yeah.
I am, and
Yeah.
I know it sounds like desperation, but I don't care.
You sometimes I can tell when people are trying to set it up.
Oh boy.
I love clips. Clips are fun.
They're very Dream On-ish. Have you ever seen that show Dream On by HBO a long time ago?
I did. I loved that show.
Yeah, a lot of times whenever Brian Ben's character came upon a scenario where it's like he heard something and he would just like flash back and it would be like movie scene according to what he just heard, and it's like ta-da, it worked.
Yeah.
This is what
Yeah.
this is what the show reminds me of.
Yeah. Well, that's this
But
is
it's
kind
better
of
than Dream On.
about everything
Brian
in my
Ben-
life is some kind of 90s throwback from something I loved when I was a kid.
Jesus Christ,
Yeah. So
I can't believe that.
yeah. I mean, it's
Comics where the people look like people but better.
I'm telling you, it's working out well for me, because right now, the the 90s are nostalgia is in. People like I guess when you walk outside and you realize you're going to have to keep walking because gas is $5 a gallon, you kind of miss the old days, and I think that's what happens. Cars sent off the cliff with the trunk knocking. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, that's happening. Luke, I almost died stone. That's me. Look, as a white, cis, male, hetero, Christian, I don't have a whole lot of cards to play. I mean, let's be honest. In this country, we had a pretty good run. Run's coming to an end, so I don't have a whole lot of cards to play.
Jesus.
And
My God,
3, 2, 1.
What?
I'm so bad with the clips today. 3, 2, 1. I'll get there eventually, guys.
You know how I was
You're-
talking about that common sense, Luke? We need to work on that as a concept. I'm not even trying to get to a skill for you yet, but as a concept, because common sense isn't, and we need...
It's not my strong suit.
No.
Raiden Radio says it's my birthday today, and I got a new chap for my sisters. New cat?
Get a baby.
I read that as chat. A new cat.
Well,
Words hard. Screw it. I give up. You take over.
all right, folks. I guess I'm taking over for a while. That's literally why I'm here, so that if Luke ever needs to put oxygen on, or gets assassinated by the more warrior branch of the social justice warriors.
Oh, they're coming for me.
Social justice warriors. It's the social justice assassins. Those are the ones that you got to look out for. And,
That's why I'm now broadcasting from this undisclosed bunker.
Well, good. You'll feel at home when you get black bagged in the middle of one of these shows and brought to another undisclosed bunker.
Black bagged. I'll tell you. Story of my life.
There's no doubt.
And there's no doubt. See the hat. Exactly. I am the one who knocks.
Oh, God.
Pedro saying, congrats on the kitty. I'll tell you what.
Kitty.
Anytime you can get Kitty.
Ooh, I like Kitty.
We've got Phaser Co.
You're a bad influence on me right now.
We
I'm a
went
bad
through this
influence
the
on
last
everyone.
time. So great to see you in the chats again. We went through this the last time you were here. Phaser Co, Fazerco,
I
Is
say
it Co? Yeah.
Fizerico.
Comic
It sounds
Days,
like one
yes,
of those
absolutely.
sounds like one of those 80s fashion clothing companies.
No,
that Steve Gutenberg and friggin' Andrew, whatever the fuck his name is, I forgot.
Yeah,
his name.
yeah, I know.
Ooh.
Oh, I'm sorry. Whoever the F. I'm sorry.
The fudge his name is.
I didn't mean that. Sorry.
Hey, how's everyone doing from Brianna K. Wilder?
Hi,
we're doing
Brianna.
great.
Shut
It's
the
great to
front
have you in
door.
here today. Shut the front door.
Yes,
Shut the front door.
Mother, father.
Mother, father.
We went to the movies to watch Maverick, Top Gun Maverick. By the way,
how was it?
amazing movie. I'll tell you, that's
Oh,
what
sure
movies
was.
are supposed to be. Not woke, no political agendas, just awesome from the beginning to the end. I mean, just
Yeah,
fast
I'm sick of
planes
those.
and just
Actual
all the
acting.
time. Loved it. Absolutely loved it.
I'm
But in one of the
so
previews,
glad that you said that. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
okay. But in one of the previews, there is a cartoon, and in it, one of the characters is voiced by Samuel L. Jackson. Okay, who's famous for a particular use of words. Right in there, his character goes, "Mother, father."
Father.
So now that's in my head. I'm like, mother, father,
Mother, father. Oh my God! Help.
Johnny
That is
Cage
too
is here
funny.
saying, "Hey, that
Johnny
strip
Cage.
thing is a code. You don't fool me."
It's a code.
We know. We've got you.
seriously, look at the way Mike Jimmy's built. He's long and lanky. I'm sure he can do amazing things on the pole. I have no doubt flexibility.
Wait.
You know?
Bud Liquor, our prices have never been lower.
Nick, why you gotta do me like that? You're flirting with Mike Jimmy in front of me.
In front.
Okay, you have to understand. I flirt with literally.
But Dave denies all rumors.
No, you say that's part of your character, but you know what you are? You're a hoe. That's it. You're a hoe.
Without context, this conversation is very odd. Yes.
Even with context, it's very odd.
Yes, it is.
Right, yeah, even with context, it's very, very odd. We
Well,
can't
it
help
is
ourselves
Gay
around
Pride
here.
Month. So.
I met Dave for the first time at a con, and the first thing he says when he notices who I am, and actually we notice each other, "Whoa, you're tall."
Yeah, well, that's kind of common knowledge. We know you're over. What are you, 6'7" or something? 6'9".
6'8".
6'8".
I was right in the middle of it.
Holy
right outside.
cow!
And you are a tall individual.
Jeez.
I'm very Dutch.
Nick, how tall are you?
Depends. I'm 5'7" on my short leg and 5'8" on the long one. So,
What are you from? What are you from, Alabama? Kentucky or?
Oh my God!
No, wait. Oh, sorry, that's from Virginia. Are you from Virginia?
I walk in circles everywhere.
From the
Oh
mountains
my
up there.
God!
You know those kids that grow up in the mountains. They got one leg shorter than the other.
You have a door.
So-
Look,
That's all the
a
inbreeding.
door on one side of the house, a door on the other. You come out one
Oh
way,
my God!
you work your way around the mountain. When you're done at the end of the day, you come in the back door, lay down, go to bed, and start over. Just don't miss the potty breaks, because this bus don't
Oh
turn
my
around.
God!
Rihanna says I'm about as nasty as my surroundings. About as nasty. Yeah, okay.
God.
Pretty nasty.
I mean, God, I was gifted with a face for radio, you know.
Reflecting where you live at. Yes, absolutely. As Pedro's saying, it's all early to me. Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
So yeah, I went to bed I think like 1:30, 2 o'clock last night.
That's pretty late.
I meant to turn in early.
Turn into what? I'm sorry.
Pumpkin.
Oh yeah.
Oh, good.
So Radio Retro Future to celebrate. This book is on discount this week. Make sure to throw in that discount code so that we can make sure everybody gets it. And it's pronounced gear.
There we go.
Okay.
That's a good comic book related name. I've
Yes.
noticed a lot of the people who make comics have comic names, you know, like Luke Stone, Tell me that doesn't sound like the ultimate like comic name. I mean,
there's a couple of other types
that's
of
why
names
I'm
that
not
could be
doing
associated
well.
with.
and genres crossover. I know some folks.
Funny story. True story. True story. Not just funny. When I was a teenager, for one of our big youth events, we had our national youth conference or whatever in Nashville, Tennessee, at the Opryland Hotel. So I went, and we went to one of the restaurants in the hotel.
Get it, Luke, you're white.
Very white. Very, very white. And so we went into the to this restaurant, and the waiter, when I went to pay for my food, I was like, well, my name's Luke Stone, and he's like, oh, that's a great name. Man, I wish I had that name. Turns out the guy, he told us he was an actor and all that kind of stuff, and he's like, man, I could get parts with a name like that. Mm-hmm. Later on, years down the road, I just out of grins and giggles, I was looking up my name, Googling it. I found out about Google, and turns out that I was an extra in a movie. Yeah.
Oh God, I'm afraid to ask what kind of movie it was.
My waiter took my name.
No way.
What?
My waiter took my name.
Wow.
And the best role he was able to get was an extra.
Oh, that is on him at that point.
Wait. He took your name. Does that mean you're legally married now? I mean, like...
Maybe.
Some common law thing,
Pedro Ang, leaving that safe space moist. Ooh. There we go.
Oh my
It can't be Rich is here. Rich is here. Rich seems to be everywhere these days, though.
I try to be. Lately, I've been.
Rich is a beast.
I've been just barging my way in inappropriately and saying horrible things all the time. Except for here, though, because this is a family-friendly podcast, that I shall respect that.
It is pretty friendly.
Effing friendly.
It is.
Freaking friendly.
It's mother-father friendly.
Mother-father friendly. That's what it is.
Bring the family.
From the desk of a small press publisher, Joe D. McPhee is here, wondering if there will be a fresh out of the frying pan segment today. Maybe. I have not opened up my my Face app today to work on that, but we are going to have some questionable content for you guys to talk about and to go tell your friends about today.
Let's not.
We got to, man. I'm telling you, the train's already left the station. It's happening. It's happening.
Oh.
Phaser. It was from a motorbike I ride. Yeah, I'm on a Phaser.
Okay.
I'm gonna call you
Phaser Co. Okay, that helps us now.
Oh no,
Gosh darn it! Watch your language.
Yeah, we tried.
Golly gee willikers.
Father.
Hey, it's more challenging to do an act where you can't swear.
Yep. I've
It
got
is.
that
It's actually
Hero
very
name.
challenging.
Yeah, you do.
It's very challenging, to be honest with you. I'm doing it, except for like twice already, because I'm a bad boy. But it's hard to change the vernacular that you usually use. It's not easy.
I like Dave. Dave says he writes his scripts the way I described that movie. Oh, boom!
Who needs dialogue when you have sound effects?
Like that. I tell my artist that, and that's what he makes.
Ooh, all right. Well,
I know your layout artist is an incredible individual. I didn't know they were that.
Yeah.
I've seen his layout guys work. It's better than a lot of mainstream stuff. Certainly better than that Batgirl bathroom disaster.
Rion, sorry. First job, 8 years selling candy door to door. At the time, I needed the job. Yeah.
that's what I said when I got my OnlyFans.
Here's the deal. Do whatever it takes to make a living. I'm telling you.
Yeah, that's right. Get that money.
I mean, short of selling meth.
No, sell that too.
As long as you're not killing anyone directly.
No. People must die. They must sacrifice for the greater good.
All right. So here's before we get into Edwin's campaign, which we're going to get into Edwin's campaign.
Okay.
Man, Nick just automatically throws his hand down in his face down in his.
Dirty man.
Chill out, man.
Dirty
It's not that
person.
bad.
We broke
No.
Nick.
No, you don't understand.
I don't
My
understand.
job, according to Nita, amongst other things, is to keep roughly between the rails. And then
Oh my god.
Luke does this.
Oh, boy.
Like, Luke, I don't. Oh,
This
God.
show exists.
Oh,
It
boy.
existed. Okay, so back I think it was
Show
1990.
this Blazing Saddles, but it doesn't need to.
or maybe a little earlier, there was a TV show that had a single pilot that aired, not here, but in the UK. It was a play on those old sitcoms from the 50s and like the
I'm with you with this.
Frog
one,
G
Nick.
says this show has rails. Not really.
Not anymore.
Here's the thing. Nick works all night, like the road construction, putting the rails up. And I'm the guy that comes behind, taking them down, being like, here,
I
this is going to be
even
funny.
gave you an out. I gave you
You did.
a wonderful, you could stay on topic without going where this is now going.
Here is okay, so this is a show that actually exists. Okay? It, one episode aired. It was supposed to be, I think it's like meta humor. It's supposed to be like kind of like that tongue-in-cheek stuff. I don't know if you've ever seen that JoJo or whatever, the rabbit
JoJo,
movie,
yeah.
where the kid's imaginary friend is Hitler. This is kind of in that vein. So here, let's watch this 30-second animated intro before we really start talking about the show. But this exists, guys. This is real.
Oh, boy.
Heil, honey.
Hi, honey.
Heil, honey.
Hi, honey.
Heil, honey.
Hello.
I'm home. Heil, honey.
Hi, honey.
Smile, honey. Because I'm home. Gee, it's great to be Top Gun, but it's nothing like the fun that I get when I say Heil, honey. I am home. Heil, honey.
Hi, honey.
Smile, honey. Gee, it's great to be back. Heil, honey. I'm home.
Oh, boy.
Did anybody notice that the actress playing Eva Braun had a Jewish name?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's not the worst of it. That is not the worst of it. Okay.
Oh, it isn't?
So no. So here, watch this. We're gonna bring this forward just a little bit.
No.
So here's the intro that played.
Because I'm home.
This is the intro that
It's great
played.
to be Top Gun, but it's nothing
This
like the
guy
fun that I get when
and his
I say
wife, they're
Heil,
next door
honey, I am
neighbors in the
home.
apartment
Heil, honey.
with Hitler and Eva Braun, and they're Jewish.
It's great to be back. Heil, honey, I'm home.
No, Luke, like, no. Seriously,
This aired on television.
I don't care.
How do people think that's funny? Come on, man.
No, seriously.
Don't you Heil honey me?
I mean,
This
Bastard.
this happened, guys.
I get that it happened.
Come on, Nick. It's not that you're making a way bigger deal about this than what it is. Trust me.
okay, so
This is not that
I
bad.
know you feel you're uncancelable, and that's all well
No.
and good. But like, you're walking right up to that point
No, no,
where you.
Oh, trust me. No, I haven't even come close.
Minefield, like it's-
No, I haven't even come close. Trust me. No.
My problem is I looked into this. I can see where this could go. Seriously, this is like.
No. But-
I am all for making fun of Hitler. And
They
like,
thought-
making fun
but here's
of
the thing.
Hitler is
The thing
fine.
is, they don't actually make fun of Hitler very well in this in the show. Like
that does not make it any
they
better.
don't. Here, no. You're missing the point, Nick.
Oh.
Like they had no idea what was acceptable. The fact that the couple next door are, I'm telling you. All right, so you can find this. You can find the whole episode on YouTube. I encourage you to go watch it, just for the cringe factor.
so
This is so cringy here's the deal. Not only did did someone come up with the idea? Okay. So they had the idea. They not only had the idea, they decided to tell someone that they had the idea.
Mm-hmm.
Not only did they tell someone they had the idea, but someone else thought, hey, that's not that bad of an idea.
Okay, so here's the thing, okay? I grew up on Allo Allo. I don't know if you know that show.
Yes.
Well, I've heard of it.
Yes. So it's about a French little town. It is a sitcom. It's about a French little town, about a bar owner helping the resistance while the Germans are invading. And it's about a painting. It's yeah. It's
Well,
hilarious.
you see, we had Hogan's Heroes,
Yes.
which made
Oh,
I
yeah.
see nothing. That guy, right? So we had
Yep.
Hogan's Heroes, which, okay, I can see maybe they were trying to do something like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, so guy has bad idea. Guy, instead of keep bad idea himself, sells someone else. This guy thinks bad idea is good idea, right? So it makes its way from idea up the way to, hey, let's make a pilot. Not only do you have the pilot, I mean, this is worse than, okay, so yeah, you notice
Isn't
the
this
actress.
literally the plot for the producers?
Yeah.
No, I mean, like,
Yeah.
I'm not even being facetious. Isn't this literally like the
Kind
plot?
of, yeah, it's pretty close. It's
Pretty much,
close.
yeah.
I
Yeah, it's
mean,
pretty close.
Discount Allo Allo.
Yeah.
Essentially.
So, yeah. So, bad idea, tells bad idea to guy, and this guy thinks, hey, that's a good idea too. Let's make a pilot. So they goes up, they make a pilot. They tell the actors and actresses what they're gonna do, the camera crew, everybody, and they'll say, yeah, let's do it. This is great. And as you pointed out, the actress that plays Ava Braun, she's got a Jewish last name. So
Yeah, that's really odd.
so
Sorry.
even she's like, okay. I mean,
there was a
this
lot
is
of
worse
making
than
fun of it, but
so in Gone with the Wind, I think it's Gone with the Wind. No, not Gone with the Wind. In the one with that lady that does the singing, the doe, a deer, a female deer. What's that movie
Oh,
called?
Sound of Music.
Sound of Music. The German soldiers the actors that they hired to play that were all Jewish, and they didn't tell them that they were playing Nazi soldiers.
Oh my God.
Right? So they didn't do that. This is worse than that because they're like, hey, we're gonna do this. We're gonna do this show called Heil Honey Mom, and it's about Hitler, and we're gonna make him a fun, lovable guy. Yeah, no, bad idea. I mean, bad ideas all the way around, right?
oh god,
So, but not only do they make the
Someone down the line.
pilot, but it gets aired one time, right? In the middle of the show, they realize, maybe we shouldn't be doing this.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
And the network decides to cancel it so it never airs again.
Wow. So, okay, somewhere down the line, the person making this up should have had someone else walk over to them, slap them across the face, and go, "No, bad dog."
Stop it!
Bad
And
dog.
this, kids, is why we have editors.
Yes. Yes.
as somebody who is basically a common sense consultant for very many people, I'm nearly imploding. Like the levels of stupidity is radioactive and contagious, and this is like patient zero of a major outbreak. It's the only thing I can see. Like, my god.
Yeah. Now, we mentioned that it was Pride Month.
Yeah.
Hold your horses, guys. Watch this. So I went to we were at Disney Springs yesterday. It's Pride Month, and there's, they've got the rainbows everywhere and all that kind of stuff. I think it's pandering, personally. When these companies, all year long, don't do anything for LGBTQ plus people.
Yeah.
But then in June, they throw rainbow logos everywhere, right? They had Pride Month onesies.
Wait, what?
In the store.
Why?
I don't know.
Money.
Money. But I'm telling you, so there's an argument that Disney's trying to indoctrinate our children, right?
I doubt that.
They're not helping themselves.
Like,
They're not helping themselves by their merch. Just saying. We've got some new people in the chat today. A couple more people adding in here. We've got 24 Eyes. Welcome, 24 Eyes.
Hey.
Nice to have you today. And then we did miss out on a few comments while we were talking about that very, very tasteless show. Johnny asked, who gave the okay for this? How is this on TV? Why are we still here? Just to suffer?
Yeah.
Yeah, that exists. And that's the thing. That's not the worst thing that exists out there.
No, it isn't.
That kind of almost made it. Yeah.
I mean, anyone remember Little Bush?
Yes.
Yes, I remember that
Yeah.
too.
And then they tried
Yeah,
to
it
do
was-
it with Trump 10 years later.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. No, Frog.
Frog says, I'm
yeah.
not linking this.
No, don't. No.
honestly, I've come to a razor's edge of walking from the show and not coming back. I'm not even kidding. You don't.
Oh. Well,
Like, you
it was
know,
fun having you.
You don't hear often from me, and I apologize to Nita and the viewers for the nature. So you might want to mute it, but you don't fuck around with anti-Semitism and that stuff.
No.
It's dangerous.
Hey, he said a bad word.
You did say a bad word.
And
This is safe for
said
work.
so because
Nick, it was nice having you, buddy.
No, you're completely in your right, Nick. I completely
Yeah.
agree.
Wow, that
But yeah. So this was, I think the point of the show was to not be anti-Semitic, to not do that. But they failed in every sense. It was execution. It was everything, and that exists out in the world. That existed.
Yeah.
That almost.
That's a shame.
That almost made it. I mean, it made it for the pilot airing, if you can believe that. And not that long ago.
Effed up.
Not that long ago. It's a Zamir, welcome, Zamir. It's great to have you today. It's amazing what you can find on YouTube. It really is. There are a bunch of other shows that didn't make it past the first episode, but that one by far, in my rabbit hole of research for what's some stupid things we can talk about on Nerd Bacon, was by far the worst thing I had ever seen. I was like, I cannot believe that they made this thing. And to save everyone from the horror of it, I decided to watch the whole thing. It's about 23 minutes long. It was not very funny. There were a lot of really poorly landed jokes. And it was just it was dull. I could tell they were really trying to go for that meta humor, is what they were trying to do. But number one, it was too early. You know, it was not in a time period where meta humor is caught. You know, not like Jojo Rabbit or whatever, that movie. That one, meta humor was done well. Funny stuff. This just totally dropped it. You know, now Robot Chicken has a little Hitler sketch they did. Very funny with the meta humor, the satire with it. Very funny because they point out the bad that Hitler did.
Oh, yeah.
And it's like kind of one of those things. This doesn't even bring up the evil stuff that Hitler does. Like, it's like, I'm one of the guys. And I'm like, yeah, no.
No, you're not. You're a piece of shit.
Yeah, it's like they completely failed on every level with this thing. But it's out there in the world. And
that's a shame.
It makes me think, there's some things that's going on in our culture right now that one of these days somebody's going to have an internet show and they're going to be taking clips of what made it on TV here and be like, look how bad this was. I think that's definitely going to happen.
Yeah.
I think that's definitely.
Nothing
you guys see
Ed
the
is
movie?
ever on your shows, Nick. You are a god.
Yeah,
I mean, what's your name? Luke, whatever. I don't
Luke. I'm
I
Luke.
forgot
Yeah.
your name for a minute. I forgot your name for a minute.
Let's move on
Yeah.
for the sake of Nick and pretty much. Yeah.
It's. I mean, come on, guys. We can't take this stuff too serious.
No.
You start taking it too serious, you start freaking out. It's. This is. I mean, we have to look at our culture. We have to laugh. We have to at some point. You have to laugh to keep from crying. That's what you got to do.
That is very true.
Yeah, because you know the problem is this the same morons that were in charge then are still in charge. They're still in charge now.
They are.
Aloelo is kind of a part of Dutch cultural education, I suppose.
It was.
Yeah, I suppose so. Yeah, I suppose so.
It was. It also did Nazis.
What? Brianna K. Wilder says they showed it during TV hour at my elementary school.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
It's
wow.
When I was a kid, they showed that on PBS in New York City.
Wow.
When I was in the States.
Pedro S. says when you produce when you produce high on coke and your idea is good. Any idea? Yeah, when you produce high on coke, any idea is good. Yeah, absolutely.
So
you're like, what?
Have the hangover after. Yeah.
Yeah, it does look like he married a maid. Yeah, it's they're trying to copy I Love Lucy. Basically, is what they're trying to do, and it fails so terribly. Is Mr. Tucker going to be okay? I don't know.
No.
Have you ever heard Nick? He's just for the last 20 minutes. He's been not even that. For the last 5 minutes, he's been just.
Yeah. No.
What can you say to this? What can you say to this nonsense that's out there? Now, on a lighter note, I do have one other thing I just want to bring. I don't know if I'll get a copyright strike on this, but I gotta show this. This is kind of a palate cleanser, and then we'll talk about Edwin's campaign. This is a palate cleanser, and I think you guys will like. This is another show that maybe it was a made-for-TV thing. It wasn't quite a TV-long episode, but it was. I think it was supposed to be a reoccurring show. It did not make it past episode 1, by the way. So it did not get there. Did not get there. But this is a show called Cop Rock. Okay?
I remember that. I watched every episode.
There was one episode. Oh no! Wait, no.
It was
there was a whole season of this.
Yeah.
That's right. There was a whole season.
Yeah,
of this.
and on the last episode, Ronnie Cox's character was like, I never really got to sing. And then he went into singing, and all the cops came out, and they all started dancing and singing, and he sucked at it. So.
Really?
Yeah. So here's the deal. This was a TV show. That also. Okay, so this did make it. This was a. All right, so we're gonna fast forward. They're doing the cop thing here. They're going through different stuff.
Yeah, I do.
It's resolved. You're going.
Yeah, so they.
Them last on the teletype, we still got the Franklin Avenue flasher. Struck at 2 outdoor weddings and a school picnic so far this month. Male cock, 6'3", look for tattoos in unusual places. Okay, that's it.
Fully landed jokes.
And hey.
Here you go.
Let's be careful out there.
What?
Let's be careful out there.
Oh my God! Stop it! Stop it! No! Oh God!
That's not the best part.
I can't. Oh my God! This is so embarrassing.
Here's the best part. Yeah, this happened.
Wow.
This goes on for a long time.
Oh my! This is so cringing. I'm embarrassed. Oh.
Yeah.
God.
I watched this so many times because I couldn't believe it happened. Now this dude's got pipes.
He does, but my goodness.
Yeah, man. I don't know what you guys are complaining about. This guy's killing it.
He is killing it.
I'm not complaining about that.
It's just so cheesy.
It is. It's the cheesiest thing in the world.
Wow.
And they thought, the kids will like this.
No, they won't.
Yeah. Kids will like this one.
Oh boy.
That's what they thought. Kids will like this one.
Yeah. Just thinking, like, how much better would NYPD Boobly if they were just thinking.
That's right. See, so now every time I watch a cop show, I'm gonna be like, you know what? They could really use right here. A music break. Yeah,
Just add that song to every cop show.
Yes.
Yeah, but I mean, it's not. Yeah, so yeah, what a show, what a show. But yeah,
Wow.
so hey, Baconeers, have you seen the Mr. Twain plus Satan stop motion animated shorts? That one is worse than Heil Honey I'm Home.
I think I have.
Okay, I have not seen it. I have not seen that. I'm afraid to. If it's worse, how could it be worse than Heil Honey I'm Home? Come on. A friend of mine in Germany was one of the costume designers of a show about Hitler arriving in the 2010s and getting acquainted with the internet. Oh my gosh. See, they're still doing this. They're still doing this garbage.
Yeah. Wow.
Oh. And Nick's not even here to do this.
Yeah, no.
Where'd Nick go?
I don't know.
Nick went.
Why did he leave?
And just walked. I almost went outside to touch grass because that's what you're supposed to do. And the internet has reached a point of like 404 file nick.exe not found.
Yeah.
404.
I mean,
Oh boy.
Well, let's break Nick again. Look what Radio Retro Future says. A friend of mine in Germany was one of the costume designers for a show about Hitler arriving in the 2010s and getting acquainted with the internet.
Yes, they would have loved the internet in all the
Oh
wrong
my
ways.
gosh.
no, normally, wow. I just flash back to having conversations. Please don't get us fired. I remember we had a conversation with him.
Yeah.
Please don't get us fired.
Rian, I would love to say your comments, but we've skirted very close to the edge today. Petty Writing says musical cops. I would choose a life of crime right there. This was real life. This was real life. This happened.
Oh my god.
Well, kick over a table and play a guitar. Yeah, I would. Yeah, like Johnny Cage defund the police on that one. I know several cops, and I know one of my cop friends is an amazing singer and guitar player. And if someone would be like, "Hey, you should do this," he would be like, "No, I'm not going to do that.
You shouldn't.
No.
I'm not going to do that. Just because you can doesn't mean you should."
Exactly. Exactly. You should
Did I
never do that.
offend you? Did you decide I needed mental damage? Like, I'm seriously wondering here because you have chosen violence upon my reality.
I didn't choose violence. Violence chose me.
No, like, you realize the level of rant that is starting like the steamroll behind. And most people have never seen me actually go off.
Right, yeah.
Very few people have seen what happens when I feel that. And it's taking a great deal to not tap into my roots, both as the son of a sailor who sailed with the 7th Fleet in Vietnam and a literary student of
well, don't get me started on sea shanties.
I mean, I know plenty of sea shanties too. Don't worry.
And it just.
Zamir says, "How embarrassing! I love it."
I'm embarrassing.
Vason, welcome, Vason. Nice to have you today. Rest in peace, Talker.
Yeah.
I think we almost broke you, Nick. We almost broke you today.
No, you almost broke my candy shell to the carefully contained rage inside. This is not broke me as in no, this is like popping the seals. The trumpets were freaking playing, my friend.
Nita says she had to move around too. Now, Nick, here's the thing: you have to know by now. I'm going to handle all of these topics with care and poise. You know this. I'm going to.
Luke, my dear friend.
I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you the crazy, and then I'll be like, okay, aren't you glad we're not crazy?
I heard never put your genitalia in crazy. That's something I've heard before.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
That's
see if you want to spread a message to the community. You miss a very good chance to communicate. Yeah, you really do. I think that was also, as someone was bringing up the other night, that was kind of part of that kind of pro-cop propaganda, because it was during a time when community and police relations weren't at the best. Mm-hmm. And so, I see when they do that, but I think the best thing for community and police relations is for community and police to interact and have relations outside of just criminal interactions.
That is true.
I don't know, guys. I think we should all just join together and sing "Let's Be Careful Out There."
I think
that's how we all unite together.
I think that
will never happen.
And we will all
come on, guys.
Bristolian Davis here. All right, man.
There he
is.
Yeah. Welcome. All right, so we have gone crazy today. So let's stop going crazy, and let's check out this campaign by.
You still kosher with? Wow, I should not have used that word.
Alexa, stop! I didn't even talk to her. She just started talking about my cart. Did you hear that?
Just like a woman, they don't shut up ever.
Hey,
hey.
Shoot!
Come on, we've talked about Hitler today.
With the minefield Luke's been tapping. I mean, at this point, I watched about a couple decades of hard work trying to build stuff just burn before my eyes. So you might as well just enjoy it at this point. Good Lord.
Just roll with it, man.
No.
It's just,
I'm mechanically incapable of it. It's sort of like, I can't.
Again, like I say, I gotta reiterate. Sometimes you gotta laugh just to keep from crying. Because that's what I mean.
I kind of prefer to sing myself.
Sing, yeah. Let's be careful out there.
There we go, guys. Let's join in together.
That was actually very, very clean, Luke.
Yeah, I'm been working really hard to get my voice back. Yeah, so here I want to show this video. Let's watch. Let's watch Edwin's video. nice trailer. Very nice trailer, my friend.
No, thank you.
Very nice.
Shout out to Red Gaze for that one.
That's a neat trailer. Great character designs.
Yeah.
It looks like there's a lot of world building and what could be a really neat story. I look forward to hearing more about it.
No bad choices there. No bad choices. No Howlam honey choices.
Oh boy. Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, this looks good. So Edwin, you are the creator and the writer of this.
I am.
And how do you tell us about your creative team?
Yes, so I have Ibai Canales doing the story on the main art. Has colors by How Comics. Has epilogue story by Sweens, and then I have another short backup origin story by How, who does the art on that one.
Nice.
Yeah, this is a beautiful piece right here.
Oh yeah.
Yep, that's by HK Stash, colors by Michael Beacon. So it's gonna be a nice print offering on the campaign.
Okay.
Oh, that's
Whoa.
is this a cover option or a print or what?
This is gonna be actually a metal print.
Mm.
Yeah, it's, I've seen a
That's gonna look
sample
great on
from.
metal.
Yeah, I've seen the sample already. It looks, the colors are killer on that.
Who was
so.
the artist on this one?
This is Anthony Figueroa.
That's who I thought it was. That looked like Anthony.
Yeah.
That's a Figueroa piece for sure.
Yeah, where's her hips?
Yeah, she's got some.
They say hips don't lie. So.
Yeah,
Anthony knows how to-
evidently.
They're all very beautiful women.
Okay.
This is awesome.
right.
Okay, so your shark characters, I'm in love with.
Yes, Akula has been the breakout star of the.
It's like
the series.
it's like King Shark only better.
Yes.
Yeah,
Just imagine a cross between like King Shark and Lobo.
yeah.
That's
I
who,
definitely
that's
get
who
that vibe.
Akula is. Yeah.
Yeah, he's very cool. And you got a plushie.
Yep. Yeah, I think
Little
we got
battle
5
buddy.
left. Yeah, Slam Buddy. Sold out the first batch, ordered the second one, so
Nice, man.
yeah,
Congrats.
you're doing well.
Yeah, you got a lot sold out already. This is a nice piece too.
Yep, that's gonna be the cover for the second printing of Volume 1. It's by Joe
beautiful.
Ball. So
I got
all
that
you Joe
coming. so
Ball
I'm looking
fans
forward to
there.
it.
There you go.
Oh, nice. Some 6 a.m. comics.
Yep, those just got unlocked once we got the book funded, so everybody's gonna be getting those.
Nice.
You know,
Jeez, yeah,
for
congratulations on
backing.
funding.
And then
Oh,
we're
yeah, they're
working
awesome
towards that
piece. Look at that.
6,000 stretch goal. That's gonna be a trading card by Sim, also colors by Michael Beacon.
Sweet.
Oh, that is. I love the metal finish on that. Got a real Colossus meets Iron Man meets Cable vibe going on there.
This is great. If you haven't reached out to Shay at Gaslight, Red Valkyrie, she needs to see this campaign because I'd lay money she'd support it. This is
So yeah, I'm friends with Shay, so I did a stream a couple of weeks ago.
yeah, because that character just screams her bailiwick. I mean, bailiwick again.
Bailiwick.
Frank's trying to reset to earlier in the program. The update didn't install, but that is a really. I like that the designs a lot of that feels very Street Sharks to me.
It does.
Yes.
It is so cool.
But like the Blade Winged Angel vibe is just.
So Edwin, tell us a little bit about like what was your inspiration for this comic? What made you think this is the jam for me?
This book is very much inspired by a lot of the books I grew up on. I'm a big like Spider-Man fan, X-Men fan, but the books that kind of made me fall in love with comics are actually a lot of the like C-list and D-list characters. I'm a big like Darkhawk fan. Okay. Characters like Sleepwalker, Death's Head 2. You know, I was kind of always a fan of those kind of funky books with these interesting new characters, and you know, a lot of the heroes were younger when I was growing up, so I related to them a lot more. And you know, that lane hasn't really been done since the early '90s. You know, and when I was thinking about coming up with a character and kind of the backstory of the Ace, it kind of, you know, spoke to me as about this kind of young guy who's trying to figure out his purpose in life, and then he one day finds this armor, and then he has to kind of deal with trying to figure out, you know, what to do with it, and what kind of man he wants to be. So kind of plays off multiple themes. You know, you have like the fantastic, you have the armor, you have all these aliens, talking shark, all this kind of stuff, but you know, it's grounded by the idea of this young guy trying to figure out, you know, his place in the world and what kind of man he wants to be. Yeah. So, you know, I found that like an interesting concept.
I am interested in this ginger with the blade wings.
Yes, that's Angelique. Yes.
This is a cool character.
Yeah, she's awesome. She's kind of like a mix between like the Amazons and the Thanagarians. You know, okay. She's very powerful. She's basically driven by revenge. In Volume 1, you see her as a young child as her family gets slaughtered by this intruder. And basically she spent the rest of her life wanting to get vengeance. So she's very much driven by her anger and rage. I mean, technically she is, but, you know, there's kind of more to her than that, you know?
So, and who are these cats in this armor, this space armor stuff?
Yeah, so these are the Godless. There's a special strike force that has been sent to Earth to bring back the Ace back to their home planet.
Okay, so the Ace is the armor.
Yes. Basically, this young guy called David Diaz. He's basically, you know, regular human, trying to figure out like, you know, what to do with himself after turning 21 and, you know, living in this small town and trying to, you know, figure out kind of what's next. And one day he discovers the remains of a shooting star. And what he finds in the wreckage gives him the ability to transform into this armored being, which he calls the Ace. You know, it's kind of like his alias. Yeah. So yeah, and basically, you know, 6 months after he's had the armor, Akula shows up at his front door looking to take the armor for himself. And that kind of kicks off.
Guy, right?
Yep.
Okay.
That basically kicks off, you know, all these aliens have basically left Earth alone this whole time, you know, basically, unbeknownst to him, there's no aliens, no superheroes, nothing. And then once basically the rest of the universe is alerted, they actually show up looking for the armor, and you know, and all these different.
So the shark guys are coming because they want the armor.
Everybody wants the armor.
Everybody wants the armor.
Yep, that's the thing. Like
everybody's trying to take it from him.
Yep, everybody wants it for their own means and their own reasons, and basically David has to figure things out on the fly, you know.
All right, that's interesting. That's interesting. You see, I think you know, sometimes that's what we miss on some of these shows is kind of like they're like, okay, this team and this team, there's this threat, and so basically, is this guy down in the front? Is this Diaz?
Yep.
Cool.
So that's David. His mom on the left. You have one of the Angelique's race. They're called the Celestials on the right, the blonde there. Akula on top, and then you see like the armored version of the Ace.
Man, that armor is something, something special, man. That's really cool. I mean, it's a neat looking design. And so, how'd you come up with the design for this?
The design was a collaboration between myself and Sweens. Originally, it was just meant to be some like I wanted him to do like a little avatar for me, just something simple, and then, you know, next thing you know, you sent me this incredible design for like this armored hero. And I was like, wow, I did not expect that. Because we're kicking out different ideas, different inspirations. You know, a lot of people, they like to compare the armor to like the Mandalorian armor, which, you know, obviously like there's definitely some, but the mostly like
is there. Yeah. Nothing else really says Mandalorian to me.
Yeah, when you know, we talked about like Darkhawk being like a huge inspiration. Anybody who's actually read Darkhawk can see like the inspiration right away. Then like, you know, the idea of like the parallax armor kind of has like, you know, the color scheme, the kind of like the green, that blue kind of that kind of like parallax armor colors. So it's different stuff like that. You know, a little bit of like obviously like Iron Man inspiration,
There's a
kind
little
of
bit
War
of
Machine.
everything in there, I think. You know, like you can kind of see all these little inspirations in this. And
and it all
really
evolves. Cool. You know, which between each like artist adds their own twist to it. You know, so I just kind of let the artist run wild and kind of take the best bits of them.
I like these pouches on his belt.
Oh yeah, you gotta have pouches.
You gotta have pouches. There's just
not
enough pouches.
Well, I like that. That's a. Can we get a little bit of a closer look of that weapon that he's holding in his right hand? Because I actually would really like to see that, because that looks kind of vicious. Oh Jesus Christ! Look at that thing. Are you kidding?
Okay.
That's like what does that look like to me? That looks like one of the who did Idris Elba play in The Suicide Squad? What was that character's name?
Oh
God, I'm trying to remember. God, I'm senile. This is when I get old and stuff. Well,
sure
that looks like something that character would just like all of a sudden just put together out of his mind. That's a nasty gun. That is just crazy, man. That's a lovely.
Those covers are insane, says Rion.
I really do and the coloring really does. You know what the coloring reminds me of? Also, it stands out. I mean, you mentioned that a lot of the comics that you really liked were like Deadshot. That's his name. That's right.
I thought it was
you mentioned before that a lot of the characters that you appreciated when you were younger were some of the secondary and tertiary, like Darkhawk. And like some of the earlier 90s stuff, like kind of like Towards Image or something along those lines. The coloring here is up to date. That's what makes it stand out over anything that you think that's there. It's a nicely put together.
Kind of like 90s inspired with like a more modern twist. You know, like
that's something that I appreciate and I like. You know, it's one thing to harken back to an era at a high point in comics at one point, especially in the early 90s. But when you take it and you bring it up to like today's sensibilities and today's way of rendering and putting things together, that makes it something that's a lot more worthwhile than someone who just copies something. This is a good job, man.
Mm-hmm.
How are you doing with your campaign so far? Oh, you did it.
Yeah, doing well. Like I said, got
Edwin,
funded.
Congratulations! You got 22 days left, man. I am proud of you. You should be proud of yourself.
Yeah.
You and all your teammates should definitely be proud of yourself, dude.
Let's bacon wrap this thing for him, folks. Let's head on over to the link. I see the link already in the comments.
I want more bacon. More bacon.
In the chat. Let's bacon wrap this thing. He's at 111 backers right now, sitting at $5,423. Let's get him a little bit more this morning.
Very good job.
This project looks awesome. It looks like it's gonna be a real fun read. I'm already a backer, and you should be too. You know, we really believe in buying comics here because, a couple reasons.
Comics are awesome.
Yes, they are.
I'm going to go out and buy some more.
Okay.
And I think you should too.
Absolutely. Thank you, Danny.
Danny's the best. The gift that keeps on giving.
He really is, isn't he?
Yes.
He's a national treasure. Nicely done on that project. And I'm telling you, it looks good. It looks great.
Great project.
Yeah, really great project. Looking forward to getting it. I'm gonna read it right away. Looks fun. Looks really fun. Edwin, it's been great having you on today. It's been a lot of fun to talk and to be silly. And thanks for chiming in and adding to the conversation. It's always great to kind of get to feel some of our guest personality.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, man, it's always fun coming on, meeting new people. You know, kind of like the one of the interesting things about like each campaign. You know, you get yourself out there and you kind of meet all these different people from different walks of life and kind of make new connections. You know, and the second campaign, you know, it's kind of trying to branch out more than the first one. So you know, see how that goes.
Yeah. And each show kind of has its own vibe with its, kind of its core group of viewers and stuff. So yeah, it can get a lot of fun. Sorry about the technical difficulties with StreamYard this morning, but I think we took care of it. We dealt with it accordingly. Yeah. And we were able to. This is the most we've broken Nick so far. Was today's show? Like
let's not push it further. Let's not.
Yeah. Look, Nick is still like he's like. I just had to sit there while it happened to me.
Yeah.
It happens.
You know that where you're like, think about your life, think about your choices.
This is the stuff that's out there in the world, man.
I try not to think about my choices.
No. I'm intimately aware of the stuff that's out there.
Makes me think.
Yay! Think about what you've accomplished.
Oh
I
God!
don't like what they've accomplished.
Gail,
I don't like what they've accomplished.
nearly had a heart attack there.
Yeah. It's Yep.
Wow. Yeah.
Like, I'm still like reeling over the idea that they tried to do a show where Hitler came back in the 2010s and and discovered the internet.
I'm just still thinking about Cop Rock. I'm actually gonna watch a couple episodes after this. I'm just kind of feeling. I'm feeling that vibe, man. I mean, better the backgrounds.
I heard they use this to extract information from terrorists, so I think probably worked.
The Cop Rock, when it started, looked like that Beyond Hill Street Blues era, ultra serious cop show. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. Just imagine Homicide, but with music.
No, don't you dare say that.
I'm gonna pitch that to Netflix right now.
Andre Braugher is the greatest actor ever.
Pitch that to Netflix, guys. So once I make it big, you're welcome.
There you go.
I'll see you there with
my God, no.
Bazin
Making
says,
it to the big time.
Bazin says Luke got a suspicious amount of gratification from forcing Cop Rock down our throats.
I'm wondering if it really is Luke behind the wheel. Did something come back in your body? And it's been playing us.
Do we have to look behind the body?
I mean, I'm seriously wondering. I got a background with the Catholics. Blank if you're demonically oppressed. Seriously, okay?
I am demonically oppressed.
I legit did a spit take, Nick.
I mean,
there we go. Thank you, Fraud G. You're doing the Lord's work in the chat.
I come on this show and I trust you, and I'm like, yeah, it's Luke. There's only so far.
Look what we found out there.
Pastor would go.
I have to show you what I found, and
what did you find?
The good, the bad, the ugly.
No,
and the cheesy, is very cheesy. But
that's a whole different story.
Is the galaxy in Orion's belt? I mean, Pedro's in there. Maybe there's a little guy driving Luke's vessel like an MIB. I think he's been carjacked, folks.
No. We're going Ratatouille on this one. There's a rat under that cap.
There's nothing there.
No, it's in the capsule. It knows. It heard you coming.
I'm telling you that the hat goes on, and I go all Heisenberg. I really do.
I am the one who knocks.
Gentlemen, forget.
I got some people who can handle that. I know some people who specialize in the removal and destruction of cursed objects. I don't know if they're in Florida currently, but there's word you're going to be local. I may have.
Kidding me? If they were in Florida, we wouldn't have Luke on because they'd be bonfiring everything.
Gentlemen, forgive me. There's somewhere I have to get going, and I'm already late for it.
Rich,
thank you for having me on again, Edwin. Congratulations on a winning campaign. I wish you nothing but the best of successes. I'm gonna smell Nick and say hi to Mike later.
See
Bye.
You. Have a good day. Be sure to check out Rich at his links and great artist, man. Great artist.
Oh, for sure.
Oh man, yeah. I told you guys I came back without a filter.
Yeah.
The filter is gone, and
the filter is gone.
But here's the deal: my common sense is not.
Wait, Maury.
No.
Hold on,
Look.
came in.
So
yes.
here's the deal.
Luke claimed.
You guys are all going to be talking about that crazy, stupid shows that were on TV now, right? I've made your life better by giving you something to look. No matter what choices we make, we'll never be as stupid as the people, the massive amounts of people that greenlit Heil Honey, I'm Home. Think about that. There's nothing that you're going to do today, tomorrow, or the next day that could be as stupid as thinking, you know what, this is a good idea.
So the thing is, like, I haven't had a TV in my house for the last 10 years, and I really do not miss it.
And now you know, yeah, like today's episode. Today's episode would be like, look, you know what?
Today's episode.
Luke is like, that crap was always out there.
Why?
It was always out there, and yeah, I mean, yeah, just a lot of stupid stuff out there. Oh, we got Geek Avenger today. Welcome, Geek Avenger. Nice to have you. Hail all beautiful Comics Gate.
And I do want to apologize for any long period of loading. I did not leave the stream. I sat here, but I don't want to come off unprofessional because I do take my streaming rather serious, even in a format like this. But wow.
Look, you just need a palate cleanser, you know.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Put a little cop rock on and just, you know,
cop rock on,
let the music move you, you know. Just
let's be careful out there.
Come on.
Yeah. I'm telling you, man, that resolves so perfectly.
Yes, we need to clip that. That needs to be an outro.
Oh, it's gonna be the future. Well, we'll find out if I get copyright struck for it. If I don't get copyright struck for Let's Be Careful Out There, it's gonna be an outro.
They own that. You know what I mean? Like,
someone does. Someone's gonna care.
I'm sure somebody from like South America will copyright strike you.
People always ask me if I get.
Yes, we bought the rights to Cop Rock for.
I mean, I might have to look into see how much the rights are for Cop Rock.
Right? Yeah.
Just you know, just make a deal here.
You'll put out a Cop Rock CD with his next Aces book.
Cop Rock, the animated series.
Aces Volume 3. Let's be careful out there.
Let's bring it back, you know. See what the actors are doing, you know. So
yeah, I'm sure they're not doing anything.
Netflix special, you know, Cop Rock returns. You know.
Yeah, I love it. Doesn't look at those devil horns. Well, Luke said, "Yeah, I'm sorry, guys." Rion's like, when I think of America, and I live here. Yeah. Dude, it's yeah. But I will say this. Oh, we lost Edwin. I will say this.
He said he had to go, didn't he?
Oh, did he? I didn't see it.
I don't know. I thought he had just.
Yeah.
Maybe
that was.
No, that was Rich. Never mind.
Joe earlier.
I will say this. That was not aired in America.
Why am I not surprised?
It was aired in the UK.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
so at least it wasn't American television.
Wait a second. Nita, Raging 2 broadcast got struck for Cyber 6. How? Wait, Cyber 6? They shoot people for referencing Cyber 6. Yes, that is one of those great shows that most people didn't even realize was made.
Wow.
You got struck for it.
You got struck for Cyber. They should thank you. Seriously, like, I know you said that, but I, like, even in jest, Cyber 6 is a great show. It's like a really different animated style, right? Something unique, a really interesting, bizarre plot, excellent world building. What the heck? Thank you, Nita. You managed to jumpstart, like, nostalgia brain to override.
How did that get? Yeah, I don't understand how that got.
Yeah, no. That was no. It was longer. It was longer than 10 seconds, so I guess.
Yeah, guys.
Out of that.
Yeah.
Hashtag Cop Rock Revival. Just let Twitter know. Let's get the hashtag trending. Tag Netflix. Let's make this happen. You know. Say, dreams come true. This is my dream now.
Right.
Now that the Aces funded, my next dream is to get a Cop Rock Revival.
Oh wow.
Wow.
I love it. I love it, guys. I do. All right. Well, we've been going for a while.
Yeah.
It's been quite a ride today.
Whew, you can say that.
It has been quite a ride. I've had a lot of fun. I really thought I thought we lost Nick for a while. Yeah, it's been nice. It's been a nice ride, Nick. I thought we broke him. He's still kind of.
Like, I'm lagging a bit here. I'm not gonna lie. I'm like, this nearly got the old. Well, that was fun. You know, I used to carry my knife around my neck. Used to be a little black knife and tell people, you know, that cord between me. Yoink. Later.
I'm saying, the satire is only funny if you do it right.
Yeah, and that. Ooh.
Yeah, no.
I'll tell you. Yeah, ironic comedy is it's difficult to do ironic comedy. I think Ricky Gervais does ironic comedy very, very well. It's like, I'm going to say the thing that we all know is bad, and we laugh because we know it's bad, right? Which is good ironic comedy when you like pinpoint or like you spotlight that thing that is bad, and we laugh about that bad thing because we know it's bad.
Mm-hmm.
The problem with a lot of people is they don't know how to do they try to be subtle with their you cannot be subtle with ironic comedy.
No.
You've got to be all in. And you've got to be all in.
And what a lot of people forget is that you got irony and you got situational irony. And what a lot of people go for in these kinds of shows is situational irony and not real irony. Real irony is hard. It's super, like really hard to pinpoint and deliver properly. And it needs to be right there in your face. It doesn't work if you don't know what you're doing. This was a show that should not have existed.
Yeah.
If you want good irony, if you want good comedy, watch Allo Allo.
Yes.
Hello. Yeah.
Great.
Yes.
Yeah. Life is not William Sheriff and T.J. Hooker. No, life is not. No, it is not. It is. I'm just still dumbfounded by the fact that got greenlit all the way up to the top.
No. I mean, I you know what? I know how to put it. I get that it's shocking. And there are a lot of historical things that have happened that as a historian need to be preserved in part as a warning for the future. Like, you know, because if we don't understand history, we will be doomed to repeat it.
Oh, yeah.
But at the same time, we are currently in a political and a sociological environment in this country where there are a whole lot of wackadoos out there.
Mm-hmm.
And they are actually regularly and consistently glorifying absolute evil.
Yep.
And using the allegation of humor
Mm-hmm.
to justify glorifying things that we're not talking ambiguous, we're talking actual evil. And because some people are doing that like that, and frankly a lot of people who look like me are out there putting that kind of message out there. A lot of fat white guys. And
in those kind of Hawaiian shirts.
You know what? I had people come at me about my Hawaiian shirts because the Proud Boys started wearing them, and I told them, look, I've been wearing Hawaiian shirts since I was a little kid, and I watched Thomas Magnum, weekly. Okay.
Later, Frog G has to hop. So,
take a flying bleep at a rolling donut. You you don't get to steal my identity anymore.
Mother, father.
But we have to be careful because, like, you don't want to provide ammunition to your enemies.
No.
And like, Luke is one of the nicest guys in CG. No, you really are. But
I try.
CG gets a huge amount of labeling and identity stuff and stuff that really, and frankly, some of the folks live up to it from what I've seen. Not all of them. That's why I deal with individuals, not organizations. But at the same time,
the truth is, people will live up to whatever negative stereotype you have about a particular group, no matter what. There's always going to be people that live up to whatever negative stereotype you have about that group.
That can be weaponized against the good folks.
Absolutely. I mentioned.
That's why why it hit. Part of why it hits so hard, because I catch flack for who I associate with, and I choose people by who the people are. At the same time, it's like, dude, don't. I know you're uncancelable, but don't give ammo to the enemy, my friend.
No. See, here's the thing. People are worried about getting canceled. I'm personally not, because I think anybody that spends any kind of time, they're going to know. Not. For instance, today's segment, that was irony. That was good irony, comedy, ironic comedy, because we're like, hey, look at this. This is clearly bad. We're laughing at this because this is bad. That's the point of bringing it up. It's bad. People are idiots. They're stupid. Look, this is bad. And, I think the stupidity that exists out there is almost humorous at times.
It totally, the stupidity is totally humorous. And you have to be careful. But you're talking to somebody who's, I've had people make allegations that have cost me jobs that were false. I've had people, I've had law enforcement applied towards me due to false allegations. So I've seen just how bad it can go, especially if there's somebody with malignant intent. And unfortunately,
the truth is, there's always someone with malignant intent. You can't live your life afraid of those people, and I refuse to do that.
Not afraid, but you also be tactically aware.
Yes.
Oh yeah, but they're out there. They're always. Here's the thing. I know, because I can see the ticker on how many people watch the show, and we know how many people are commenting on the show. So I know very well that there are always more people watching than people commenting. Always.
Well, yeah.
And I know that a lot of those people that watch are looking for something that they could be like, oh, well, this guy's a bad guy, or oh, look what they did, On one of my draw streams, I got over 4,000 views, and I got my first bit of negative comment. They never once mentioned the drawing.
No.
They were complaining about some of the conversation that was taking place with one of the panelists that was there, kind of helping keep things moving along. And most people know I'm a libertarian. I'm a right-leaning libertarian, and but I have friends that are pro-vaccine and those that are anti-vaccine. I have my particular views on the vaccine because of my situation, my circumstance, that I'm happy to share and encourage people with.
Yeah.
But to be honest, if someone disagrees with my stance, well, that's okay. That's okay. We can disagree and still have a good time. If I like to tell people this, look, if you want to come in our yard and hang out, have a good time, let's laugh, let's have some fun. Yeah. If you're here for bad purposes, people are going to know that right away, and they're going to shut you down. It's just kind of like my open door policy here. Florida's a stand your ground state. I am you can come to my front door. You can be greeted with a cup of coffee, a sandwich, hanging out, having a good time, laughing and stuff like that. Or if you're here for bad stuff, you could be met with the other version. The other version of a good time. So, I mean, yeah, it's all about, we've got to get back to a place in our world. And this is kind of like me up on my soapbox, I guess.
Yeah.
Where we can laugh again, where we can point out the absurd, and we can agree, like, sometimes things are bad ideas, right? We saw that show today. We all realize that's a bad idea. But there's some people that would get offended by the fact that we said it was a bad idea. Well, you're going to offend somebody.
Real quick, if you're still here, we're multi-streaming. So
Yes.
If you're not seeing anyone else's comments, it's because you're on a different YouTube channel.
Yes. Yeah, you may be on... because we're on 2 different YouTube channels right now. And so we've got Pedro, Rion, and that's why, because Geek Avenger is... you're on the Raging 2 right now. That's where you're at.
Yeah.
Because I'm looking at because I can see my chat. So you're on Raging 2. That's why you can't see these other people right now.
Oh, yeah.
I gotta start hopping out too, or I'm gonna collapse because I need food.
Yeah, so let's go around and tell everybody where they can find us. We're gonna start with our guest, Pedro. When I throw a little Miracle Grow on your screen, tell everybody where they can find you, and any last parting words.
So yeah, you can find me on Twitter at Edwin Aces. Please check out the Ace Volume 2, and thank you for the support.
Absolutely, man. It's been great having you today.
You can find me on my Linktree, which has my website, YouTube channel, and all the stuff that I'm at. The Radiant site on Kickstarter, that's coming up, should be at the end of the month. We've got only 2 pages left to color, and then that one is going to go live. And of course, Sketchy Saturdays, where I will not be this week, but next week I'll be back. And of course, Hung on Animation on Wednesdays, 10 a.m. 1 p.m. Eastern, here on the Raging 2 Broadcast Network.
Awesome.
Hey, Nick Tockert here. You can find all my links at www.nicholastockert.com. That's both my YouTube channels, that's my art, and all my books that are available on Amazon. You'll usually find me thus far here on Nerd Bacon at 9 in the morning on Thursdays, and the Historical Fencing Guild at 8 o'clock on Friday nights. I will likely be expanding and changing my broadcast schedule quite extensively as we work out some things, but I'll let you guys know about that when everything's finalized.
Very good. All right. You can find me at lukestonestudios.com. All my links are over there. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. Of course, we've got the YouTube channel here, so definitely check that out. We'll be here next Thursday. I will be uploading some new videos in the Comics Project series this week, and then we'll also be doing a couple more draw streams where we're drawing some more comics and stuff like that. I've been working on my setup, as you can see. Got the green screen, and so I can do some neat overlay stuff with draw streams and things like that, so looking forward to it. And yeah, definitely check that out. Follow me on Twitter. I post a lot of fun stuff on the Twitter, I think. Sometimes some crazy links to some of the weird stuff I find on the internet, so that we can all have a laugh together, because man, it's a lot of crazy stuff out there. And don't forget, let's be careful out there. Have a good day.
Hashtag Cop Rock Revival.
Hashtag Cop Rock Revival. Yeah, and just try to leave the wood pile a little bit higher than you found it. Build up more than you tear down. Have a good day.